Wonder where things will go from here. Big frame for Sanderson Lam then. 3-2 now the lead for Ronnie.
Yes, Sanderson Lam behind all of a sudden, 3 frames to 2, so needs to remain in the remaining 2 frames of this match to progress. He's just seen a bit of a barrage from Ronnie O'Sullivan, breaks of 95 and that incredible 116 break we just saw. But very difficult to weigh up what goes through Ronnie O'Sullivan's mind at times. Not so much now. I think this performance is the first time I've ever seen Ronnie look a little bit indifferent. And I've seen him for a very long time. He's certainly, well, some of the shots that he's played, it just tells you that his mind's not quite on the job here today, but in spite of that, he's still knocked in breaks of 52, 95 and 116. Not many players can do that.
One.
Well, this is an excellent chance for Sanderson here. Pot this red just above the black and cannon into the red
7.
just to the right of it. Be able to clear the black for both corner pockets in a couple of shots.
8.
And well, if we went to a decider, I'd suggest, Dominic, it's hold on to your hat time.
Oh yeah, it's a bit like that now though. Quite sure what you're going to get from Ronnie at the moment. They're either going in or they're not, but well, he's just one more frame away. I do know, you know, speaking to Ronnie myself, as I have done many times, he doesn't like playing in tournaments where you've got the whole field here, the whole 128 of the professional snooker tour at the venue at the same time. He loves the tournaments that just have a smaller field of, say, 32 players. Maybe if you can just get through the first couple of matches. The field has been reduced to 32. We'll zone in a little more then, maybe.
$60.
Yes, and of course when you come to these tournaments with so many players, and I know they've got
23.
a few practice tables, but it's hard to get time on those tables. I could be a
24.
little bit cynical and say, well, in my day we never even had a practice table, you know, so. But if you're used to going to the venue and having a practice on the table, then, you know, it is a bit of a bun fight out there.
Yes, I would try to book my practice for my second round
31.
encounter with John Higgins, which will be tomorrow at some point. And the only thing I had available were a couple of tables available late this evening. Everything else was fully booked throughout the day. But there are many occasions where players don't turn up for their session, so you just hang around the practice table. There's quite often a table free at some point.
And that was a risky
31.
red to take on, but that's the nature of the game. It's been free-flowing open. Sanderson has not had much chance to play much safety, in all honesty. Nicely floated in that brown from Ronnie.
1.
Just a little bit too far for perfect position on the blue, but he can leave himself a mid-range red. Got to cue these nicely though.
6.
Don't want to thrash at this, you want to cue it smooth, which he did.
7.
Nothing wrong with the way he's cueing.
No, I think for the most part of this match, you'd say Ronnie
14.
O'Sullivan was a little bit vulnerable today, and Sanderson not in quite so many opportunities. Could have won this match, and still may, you never know, but in spite of all of that, Ronnie has still managed to provide us with a great deal of entertainment. Those two tremendous breaks he made in the last two frames.
20.
And that's hard to do when your mind's all over the place, and I'm sure Ronnie's is. To still knock them in and make the breaks. Where's this cue ball? It's in the middle pocket. Would you believe it? How many times does that happen?
20.
You screw off the bunch of reds. You know the cue ball's going to go towards the middle pocket. Unfortunately, on that occasion, it went in. So reprieve for Sanderson Lam. Still 15 points ahead, so ball's in his court at the moment. He can cut this red in.
Just starting to miss now, though, isn't he? He's just starting to miss. Looks up to the skies, but he knows he can't afford to miss those opportunities. But as we say, it's not as if Ronnie's playing bad. Ronnie's just playing a very unorthodox game, which may have thrown him a little bit. But it's not going to be easy, even for Ronnie, to win the frame at this visit. Few awkward reds to go at. It does help, of course, that you can play left and right-handed. So now just 2 points behind.
30. 14.
But now the hard work begins. Just overscrewed that slightly, but
20.
He's a fit lad, he's Ronnie.
21.
Played it nicely. Not inch perfect on this black. And he's come a little bit twixt in between.
28.
No, and he was in an effort to avoid being off in the corner.
28.
Took his eye off the pot. Need a little bit more thought and consideration, that, for me.
Yeah, I thought in the end he'd probably play the red down the cushion left-handedly. Screw back for the blue. Oh, this frame really is in the balance, just 13 points between the players. Sanderson with an opportunity there to play a really good telling safety shot. This was the red that Ronnie missed, overcut it. And as you say, John, probably trying to avoid the corner pocket with the cue ball.
Foul on this.
Fractions away.
Yeah. Bit fortunate Sanderson when he caught the brown. If he hadn't have done it, he wouldn't have got the snooker. No reason not to have it replaced.
Tatiana. Just to check.
Yeah, it's one of these. Because Ronnie's had one go at this, he'd like that cue ball to be back exactly where it was before, so he can make that minor adjustment.
Coach, sorry?
Getting a thumbs up from Tatiana.
Okay.
That's where it was, and that's where it is now. Do for me. Get a thumbs up from us. Well, in the end, it was a hit and hope. You don't see that often from Ronnie. Which side of the bed do you think he got out this morning?
The wrong one. If there was a bed. I just had a feeling Johnny'd have a thrash out at that one. I don't know. He hates the miss rule, Ronnie O'Sullivan. That was a great pot from Sanderson. There was pressure on that. The speed that he played it would have hung around the pocket jaws had he missed it. But now the work really begins for him. Can he take us into a deciding frame? All about this red, you feel. Oh, he's a touch straight on it than he'd like to have been, I feel.
4.
May play for the yellow now into the opposite centre pocket.
Just 3 points in it. He's behind. Oh, and that was a terrific pot. Made the angle.
5.
And if he pots this yellow, it make the points all square. And that would mean, when the yellow's respotted, yellow, green, brown and blue. And we will have a decider.
Seven. Nine.
I'm sure Sanderson Lam will be pretty nervous watching these next 3 balls. Big occasion for him. Many players can contest
12.
matches with Ronnie these days. Only the very top players tend to do so. There you see it, 5 ahead, just brown and blue required. This isn't ideal. He's missed it. He's missed it. Oh, would you believe it?
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a bad shot on the green, wasn't it? Just a little bit of tension in the arm, and as you say, it wasn't ideal on the brown. So Ronnie comes to the table, needs brown, blue and pink.
Four.
Well, it was a lovely little kiss that Ronnie had there from brown to blue.
9.
Just the pink required. And in it goes. Well, have to give great credit to Sanderson Lam.